The opinions you're about to hear are solely the opinions of your Ham Right podcast. Our intent is to inform and entertain, not to offend. So sit back, relax, and we finna get to this business, y'all. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be listening to us in the world. It's your Ham Right podcast with your boy C-Ham, aka Cal L, and as always, with my brother by my side.
That boy D-Ham.
That boy D-Ham.
What it do? You, I will say what up, though, like they say in Detroit, number one team in the NFC, but, we from Florida, so we're going to say what it do.
Yeah, I'm going to stick to what up, bro. What it is, man. What's up?
What's up?
About that, man. What's good with you, dog?
Oh, man, I would say same old soup, just reheated, but it's a new year, so a new soup, new recipes, you know what I'm talking about?
My man, and speaking of which, man, we're gonna dive right into this episode because that's chiming in right into what we want to talk about.
But before we chime in, make sure you like and subscribe first and foremost.
Absolutely. Hit that like and subscribe button, man. So, like you said, 2025, new year, people come in with all these personal goals, professional goals, and financial goals, man. Why are we still seeing the same foolishness, dog?
Because if you're trying to use the same keys to open up the same doors, it's not going to open up new doors. Old keys open up old doors. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we still got people out there who are putting money into bad assets, not necessarily, one-upping themselves like we trying to tell them to do, man. It's crazy, dog.
Hey, like they say, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Speaking of what don't make sense, stuff like this.
Cold calling a customer that inquired about a Dodge Hellcat, one of the black ghosts.
Hello, this is Terry.
Hey Terry, this is Alex, Earth Motor Cars.
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Hey, just giving you a call about this 2023 Black Ghost Challenger that you inquired about, the one that's one of 300, and just see if you had any questions and what I need to do to earn your business. Would you be paying cash or financing this car?
This particular one, I'll be financing.
Okay, awesome. And how much money were you planning on putting down, and what's your credit like?
What can you do for me on the car? I see online that car was listed at like 140,000 or something.
Yeah, 158.9 it's online for. Again, there's only 20 miles on it. Do you know what your credit was the last time you checked by chance, just before we do a credit application?
Yeah, I checked earlier this year. It was like about 400.
You're saying it was. I'm sorry. You said 400.
Yeah, you asked for the credit score, so I'm telling you. Look, brother. I don't know what to tell you. First of all, you really don't know who I am, brother. I'm not going from no Bentley to a retired cop car to a rental car. I'm not going to be rolling around in no $15,000 car. You really don't know who I am, and you're lucky I ain't coming down there to get that.
Man, that was crazy. So he finna roll over, bro, $30,000 into a car. He finna put that much negative equity into a car, man.
Bro,
$160K.
Your credit score is 440.
Oh, I ain't even get on that part yet.
Your credit score is 440. And 160. Well, that's a house in some places.
I ain't know, man.
And your credit score is 440?
Yeah, they say I'm in a Bentley, man.
Hey, the topic this week is needs, what you need versus what you want. Or buying stuff that you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you don't like.
My man.
It makes absolutely no sense.
No sense.
But he ain't the only one, because it's, birds of a feather.
They flock together, man. And here's the thing, like, people like to say this, man. They like to say, well, you can't take it, they can't take it with you. You know what I mean? Like, not being able to take it with you. So they're going to spend it all up and do it all in, leave their families, in peril and everything because they want to feel some type of way about how they is now.
And bro, I get that because, hey, you save for a rainy day, you save for retirement, save for a comfortable life down the road, and you can't take it with you. Like, you do all that saving through the years and then you don't even live to enjoy it because, life happens and lifing. But at the same time, you got to be smart with it.
Absolutely.
And if your credit score is 440,
you're doing something wrong, dog. You're doing a whole hell of a lot
even
wrong.
If you don't use credit, you got to have it.
Yeah. Except for the people who got the cash.
you got to have liquid cash for that.
Yeah.
And even then, you still got to have a debit card or a credit card to get a plane, to book a plane ticket, to get a rental car for a lot of stuff. Hotel rooms. Now maybe the motel, but
we'll keep the light on for you.
But this right here, your credit score is 440.
And you trying to buy $160,000 car.
And he's telling you what you need for a down payment. You don't even have it. So now you talking about you got a watch and you want to put a watch down and then the 15 grand down. And then you get mad because you talking about he trying you. No, you tried yourself.
Yeah, man. It's great. People, we got to do better. We got to do better in 2025, man. I don't know if you need to take a financial literacy class or something like that, man. Just talking about it ain't gonna do it. You got to be about it.
Oh, here's the thing. At a certain, like we all been guilty of it.
Mm-hmm.
Even now, it's things. Last week, I didn't need to get them $70 worth of king crabs to put on the grill. The grocery bill was already high, but that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
and I work hard.
But at the same time, you was able to do that without putting something else in a stronghold. You
exactly
get what I'm saying?
Bills didn't go unpaid because I wanted to, eat king crab that day,
right?
Or put some king crab,
right? So that's different.
Oh yeah, but I work hard for it, and I live within my means.
Yep.
And that's the thing about life. You gotta learn, like the saying, extra. You're being extra. You're doing extra. You're doing too much. It applies in all aspects and realms of life.
Yeah.
Not only financially, but mentally, socially, emotionally. You're doing too much. Live within your means. Yeah. And that's in the Bible.
Yeah. Yeah.
It tell you in the Bible in the heartbeat. It's harder for a rich man to get into heaven. It's just like it's easier to put a camel through a needle's eye than to get a rich man in heaven.
Preach.
Be smart with your money. Because at the end of the day, you only have so much time in life.
Yep. And speaking of only having so much time in life, man, we're going to jump onto these California wildfires, dog. Man, have you been taking a look at that?
Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, that is crazy, man. So basically 5 wind-fed fires has swept through over 37,000 acres in the greater Los Angeles area, man, and killed 11 people so far, man.
A couple of the dead people got found with water hoses in their hands.
Like they wasn't going to leave.
A lot of them trying to save their house.
And some of them going back to get stuff too, right? Some of them was actually going to get stuff too.
Or trying to, but a couple of them got found with garden hoses or nozzles in their hands, burnt alive and stuff. I can't really say nothing because, I mean, we in Florida, we don't deal with the wildfires like that, but we deal with hurricanes.
Yeah, and refuse to leave.
And, but we constantly get mandatory evacuations and we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, but that fire is different, man.
Oh, boy, that fire is different. But then they can say, hey, that water different.
Yeah, man, you could get on top of your roof or something and possibly,
Boy, a water hose ain't going to do shit against no wildfire. I saw firemen leave their fire trucks, and because that fire got so intense. And right here, today it's 11% contained, but as of yesterday at night, at 11 o'clock last night, it was 0% contained.
Wow,
that thing been raging. Well, they talking about the Hollywood sign might get burnt up.
Yeah, it done swept through the Palisades and going on its way to Brentwood and Encino now.
Oh man, boy, that thing might be hitting Beverly Hills soon. And you know what? California have it rough.
Yeah, earthquakes,
mudslides, wildfires,
all of that, man.
They be talking about Florida and them hurricanes, but California up there with like tornado belt. I just don't see how y'all do it. And I stayed in California for a little while. I mean, luckily I ain't go through no earthquakes and none of that foolishness. Right. But at the same time, I just don't see how they do it, boy.
I was there during the earthquake, man, and that ain't. I feel an earthquake more than I do a hurricane. Well, I guess because we grew up around it, whatever, man. But that was something strange, man. So,
well, I ain't never been no earthquake in California, but I done been around a couple fat women that done fell and tripped and fell. And almost make the earth shake me.
You a fool, boy. Hey, aside from that, hey, our hearts and prayers go out to everyone.
Oh yeah,
in
damn,
California.
that's messed up.
Yeah,
I done said that.
What?
But at the same time,
Yeah,
condolences.
man. Yeah,
No,
man.
but real talk.
Everybody
No,
know us, man. Yeah,
man,
so,
that's. I mean, and you know, I was talking to somebody the other day. They was like, "Oh, they tired of these rich people getting on TV, the celebrities and the actresses. They insurance don't cover. It covers some of it.
yeah,
It don't cover all of it.
yeah.
And no matter how much money you got, you can't. Certain things money can't replace.
Can't be replaced. You got heirlooms in there.
Them
you got
mementos,
pictures, yeah.
them awards, pictures, childhood photos, like you say, heirlooms. Money can't replace that stuff. And at the end of the day, that's your home.
Yeah.
It don't matter how many homes you got, where you lay your head at most of the time, and where most of your prized possessions are at. That's home. And when fire, you lose it, you can't replace that. It don't matter. And then insurance,
no matter how much money you got,
they just give you a fraction of what it's actually worth. So, like my brother said, condolences and prayers to all the family and victims and everybody that's affected by these fires. Because, hey, that thing look apocalyptic.
Yeah,
it look like Jesus coming, boy.
It does, and y'all can see here what it looked like. So, our hearts go out to them. All right, so let's move on here, man. So, something that's going to affect half of these United States, man.
Okay, it's only like 300 and some odd million people in America. 170 of them have TikTok accounts. 170 million of the 300 and some odd Americans have TikTok accounts.
Damn.
And as of a few weeks, they might zero amount might have some.
Yep. Here it is, Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court is likely to uphold it. Like my brother said, it affect over 170 million Americans. That is half of this country. If you got to put it into perspective, half of this country is on TikTok. So incoming President Donald Trump wants to block it for a minute, thinking that he can come in and put a political turn on it and get get it to stay, man. What you think about that?
He don't come into power for another week or two.
Right.
They saying the Supreme Court might have a decision on this by 19th. Monday.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but hey, we'll see what happens.
Well, speaking of things you want versus what you need, if you feel you want or need some of those things out there on TikTok, you make sure you download the MP4 file and you can save it for whatever you want.
Where's that boy Craig Mack? It might not be around next year.
It won't be, man. I think it's gonna be gone, dog.
We'll see. Time will tell.
All right, man. So, all right, man.
Speaking of time will tell, and
I'm glad that time has stood with him, man. Hulk Hogan.
I used to root for this cat.
I know, right?
Growing up, like we all wanted to take the vitamins, all wanted to be Hulkamaniacs.
You know how many t-shirts I done tore up because of this dude, man, when I was growing up, man.
Bro, Sean. Okay, Hulk Hogan, Netflix, WWE done went to Netflix. Like a lot of stuff, football games, a lot of stuff that went to Netflix. Netflix done dabbed their fingers and their toes into the sporting, events. Bruh, show him the video of Hulk Hogan getting booed at the first wrestling Monday Night Raw event on Netflix.
Have been my greatest tag team partner because you guys have stuck with me through thick and thin, dudes.
Now that was crazy, wasn't it? That was crazy. No matter what he did, he tried to keep coming out like, hey, and you know what though, man? But also he promoting a beer that Netflix is actually in partnership with him on.
Man, of course, because Hogan gonna have his money, his hand in something, but Hogan act like we forgot how he dropped the N-word when we found out his daughter was dating a black guy.
Right. And then he doubled down at the Republican National Convention when he was talking about
and he endorsed Trump. So I'm sure that's a lot of reasons for the boos. But everybody remembers how he went on the N-word tirade when he found out his daughter was dating a black guy.
Yeah,
man, you Hulk Hogan. You done told millions of black kids to take their believe in you, take your vitamins, believe in America. Here's the thing: it never ceased to amaze me, boy. They will root for us in sports. They will love our music. They would love to see us entertain them. God forbid you date their kids.
All bets are off.
And try to integrate their bloodline. Then you become the N-word. Well,
see, but WWE did right by him. They took him. This was back in 2015, right? It was 2015. They took him out of the Hall of Fame. They removed his contract, but then they slowly gave everything back. He's back in the Hall of Fame now, and as he coming out with them, so he is in some sort of contract with them. Where they thought we was gonna forget.
Yeah,
they thought people would forget.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
They think we're stupid, man. Yeah. But as they found out, that boy got nothing. But this all he got the whole time. He couldn't even get that shit out. They booed his ass,
and they should have, man. But all right, so moving on from that, man, into some more racial stuff. Steven Twitch Boss.
No, before we get into that,
okay,
remember last week we talked about interracial dating and difference between black women, white women. We touched a little bit on it. We didn't get in depth because many of reasons.
Yeah.
But we touched on it. This is a prime example. This is why I wanted to talk about this. Drop that.
All right. So you all might know him, Steven Twitch Boss. He's best known for the Ellen DeGeneres show. He's actually executive producer on that show. He was on another show. I think he played second on So You Think You Can Dance and so on and so forth. But he committed suicide back in December of 2022. So his wife, and I say this because less than 2 weeks after he committed suicide, his wife changed her last name back to her maiden name.
How about she made the mama sign the NDA, non-disclosure agreement, to attend his funeral?
Right.
And told the mother, if you don't sign this, you won't be allowed to the funeral. The mother and his family, his immediate family. Carry on, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You hit some valid points there, man. So his wife, Allison Holker, has done a tell-all interview and book. Now, in this book and interview, she details how Twitch was addicted to drugs, and he was touched by a male adult as a child. Now, this was all found in his journal.
Right.
Now, journals are
personal,
private. You would think that you don't want nobody else to know that. So now she's saying that telling her story could help others, man.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. If that's the case, why did a week later you had the mother sign NDA agreement?
Right.
So you already had it in your mind you was going to try to profit off his death. Number one. Number two, how are you helping people that struggle when you exposing this man? You know what? At the end of the day, this is a prime example of what I was saying about different demographic of people move different. Because at the end of the day, she cares more about the dollar than the integrity and the character of her late husband, the one who made Mr. Make It Happen, and her children, her black children, because she's trying to chase the dollar. Because the last thing you're supposed to do is have somebody's mother, who he was close with, sign the NDA and threaten them with, if you don't sign it, you won't be allowed to your son's funeral.
Right. And she was held hostage because he didn't have a will.
No. So again, like we touched on it before, have your affairs in order, have your will, have your life insurance, have all that things in order. It's 2025. They're talking about woke. Damn the woke culture. You better wake up in your own damn life and see what the hell going on. But this is a prime example, bro. Here's the thing. She talking about the memoir that help people out. You ain't trying to help nobody out but your pockets and yourself. At the expense of your husband, your late husband, and them kids.
And you know what? On that, TV personality and singer Candace Dillard Bassett, she made a statement, and y'all can see it here. What her statement says, and it goes, I'm not going to say it, but this white woman is doing everything but protecting her black children and her black husband's legacy. Everything you just said, man. She could have kept this in her therapist's office, shaking my head.
Bam. Just like that.
So, yeah, if she really wanted to help, she'd help herself and help her kids, man. So, all right, man. So, let's move on from that, dog. So let's get into some responses from last week, and basically, these were the responses from what you were saying. You know, as far as interracial relationships and how people interact between the two. You go ahead and read the first one, man.
Response from last week. So this was on the topic of interracial dating.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of women are disrespectful. Black women are more disrespectful, especially the black women under 40. Dads not being present is part of the problem. Our homeboy, you lean. He has a valid point, but at the same time, excuse me, I know white women that come from 2-parent households with dad present, and they said stuff that a black woman would never say to her significant other. But at the same time, I've known black women who come from 2-parent households with the dad present, and they say some of the foulest stuff ever. Like we said, women are women.
Yeah.
All of them got attitudes. They just delivery are different. They voice it different. But at the end of the day, hey, females are females.
There it is, man. There it is. So, all right. So this next one here, these next one are from, actually, this is about the Pornhub ban that we told y'all about last week. This one comes from Lamont Lona. It's Republican Christian nationalist hypocrite making laws based off their religion. This is what you get for not caring about the election. It helps nobody. And that's from Lamont Lona. And we got one more here about that. And it's from Brian Henson. Ex-hamster is still cooking.
Ha ha! Ha! Exhibit A, B. Bam.
Ex-hamster is not still cooking, man. So
but we tried to tell you that last week. But we be on top of our game. We don't do this for play. We don't do this for fun. We strategic with this thing. We doing our research.
Researching all those sites.
Come on, man. No, I got calluses on my hand.
Just so we can give y'all the best product ever.
Cause we're dedicated like that. You know what I'm saying? We do it for you.
Oh man, but thank y'all for y'all write-ins and everything. We appreciate that.
And if y'all, as always, you got any responses or comments, hit us up in the comment section of social media or platform.
Absolutely.
Tell them where to hit us up.
At your hamrightpodcast at gmail.com. That's YAHAMRIGHT podcast at gmail.com. And we will make sure that we shout y'all out. All right, man. So moving on here to the craziest thing seen on the internet this week, man. What we got?
Oh, bruh. This thing was it was sad, despicable. And this kind of go back, okay, case in point, to one of the response quotes about the dad's not being in life.
Uh-huh.
Her dad's in her life.
Yeah.
Now, after seeing what kind of father he is, how do you think she gonna turn out?
My.
We just gonna let this video speak for itself, and then we gonna comment.
Yeah,
bro.
Here you go. Y'all take a look.
Play the video.
My daughter thought it was okay to spend her first paycheck on all these wigs and bundles. The whole check. You ain't think to give your daddy not $1 on the rent, light bill, nothing. You just went to buy straight wigs. Why? All these wigs for what? You're not gonna sell nothing. What? That's not what we doing. We go to work, get us a job, and we work. We don't sell nothing. Okay. What is wrong with you? How much does this cost? Your first paycheck? Huh? Now how you gonna eat? How you gonna eat?
I'm gonna eat.
How you gonna eat?
The food that's in the refrigerator.
No. That's the reason you got a job. To fend for yourself, you gotta provide for yourself. I'm done doing that. You 15 now. Okay. I'm done doing that. You 15 now. All these wigs for what? For what?
Why are you sitting here?
Now you don't even got no money for no. You don't got enough money for nobody even put them on your head.
I don't want to put them on my head. I'm trying to make money from them.
Ain't no making no money. You gonna make your money working at White Castles like you been doing. See what I'm saying?
You got me messed up.
Now all these wigs. Now I'm finna take them back. And I'm keeping the money. I'm keeping the bread.
What you gonna keep?
All the money. All this. You got 7 wigs sitting right here for what?
Bruh.
So what kind of boy? If he don't need somebody to put a foot in his ass. Your first paycheck, man. Number one, that thing monumental.
Yeah. You say what you gonna eat?
So, cause she got extra money, She 15.
15 years old. But what got me in that statement,
She was like, what, a freshman, a sophomore in high school?
He said, I'm 15. I'm done taking care of you at this point.
It ain't the child fault. You ain't up on your bread and your money funny. How you gonna sit there? So she 15. It's child labor laws.
Yep.
So she going to school. She probably could work a couple hours a day. She might work 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
15 at the most. At what, minimum wage? So she's supposed to pay rent.
Buy groceries.
Buy
pay
groceries.
Light bill, water bill, all that stuff.
And what's she supposed to have? Man, that's some of the scum of the, and there's people out there like that.
It is, man. And you know what? These days, she made a statement. She said, "I was gonna make money off of those."
She was gonna flip the wigs,
right? And you know, these kids these days, they have entrepreneurial spirit.
Oh man, they own it.
Yeah, they getting their hustle on, man. So I mean, she probably could have turned that into double or triple what she made.
Boy, the sincerity in her voice and like she got a game plan. She's standing on business. It made sense. Like I don't know the wig game.
Yeah, me either.
But what her game plan was A1.
And obviously she know it because
but it don't matter. That's her money. She worked for it. She's 15 years old.
Yeah.
So she's the lady in the house. She was at 15. She got to be responsible for. And you, man. Here's the thing. You know, I try to tell people a lot of times. You know, I'm a firm believer in don't tell nobody how to raise their kids unless they're abusing them. This is abuse.
Yeah. And
her father is in the household. So what's gonna happen when the first man she come across gonna sit there and appreciate her, spend some little money on her, be like, no, keep your money. I got
keep
this.
It. Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah, she gonna be to the moon. She gonna be
gone.
Yep.
And he gonna have a wide open and he gonna dog out because her daddy didn't take care of her like he was supposed to. That's some flaw shit. Like dog, and I didn't want to show it.
You on fire too. I can see it,
because
you on fire.
I was speechless and I was like, I had to pick my jaw up off the floor when he was talking about you ain't give me no money for rent. But then when he asked her what she gonna eat, she gonna eat, and I ain't hear the mama in the background talking shit, so I think the mama probably left, and rightfully so, because he a fuck nigga. I know I shouldn't have cussed. I'm sorry, bro, but I couldn't help it. He a fuck nigga, bro.
Yeah, I know you hot, dog.
Yeah, that shit irks my nerves, dog. You know, we love the kids and
absolutely,
baby. I'm sorry, your daddy is an FN. Join the military when you turn 18, or go to college. You gotta start your own business. Obviously, you got the entrepreneurship.
Yeah, start your own wig business.
Yeah, you got the entrepreneurship bug in your system. Hey, but baby, you just got handed, a bad deck of cards when it comes to parenthood. But hey, it's light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, it's not the end of you.
I don't want to talk about it no more, bro. That shit upset me, bro.
We done with it, man. So, all right. So, hey, if you see some stuff out there, y'all want us to post up and whatever and speak on it, hit us up at yourhandwrightpodcast@gmail.com. That's YAHAMRIGHT podcast@gmail.com. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on all platforms that you can. And check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok until the 19th, and so on and so forth. What you got for the people, dog?
All right. So like we said this week, the topic this week was needs versus wants.
Mm-hmm.
Getting things that appreciate in value instead of wasting money on things that depreciates in value. And we all guilty of it.
Yeah.
Even now, like I said, I ain't got to be polo to the flow. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be fresh to death. But hey, we can
afford lights on.
It ain't gonna miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? And you had to crawl for your walk in small distances. Small steps equal great distances. It's just it's a time game. With that being said, understand this. Stop buying things to impress people that don't care about you and you don't care about. Stop worrying about the Joneses and become the Joneses. At the end of the day, in the words of that boy Pop, only God could judge you. And you gotta like who you like in the mirror. Stay grinding, stay shining, stay blessed. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
My man. And I'm a caveat on that too, as far as, stop giving energy to people, like you said, to people who don't give a damn about you. You don't even have to speak on it. Let them do what they're going to do. You do what you're going to do. Keep living your life. Stop hating and get the loving out there. That's in the words of my man, Stevie Wonder. We out.